Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Saturday, March 2nd at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. It is week 9 of 2024, and in my neck of the woods, it is currently 52 degrees with a high of 59 and a low of 46. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my broadcast. I'm here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, chat, friendship, giggles and laughs, pretty pictures, and of course, demonstrating and explaining how I adult color. All right. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in and chat with me. That is always fun. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in after the fact, or watch after the fact, I should say, when this goes to video. And hey, shout out to my Facebook peeps who watch this broadcast. All right, happy Saturday, happy Saturday, happy Saturday, happy Saturday to one and all. Hi, Maggie. Hi, Dorothy. All right. So we've got our little bunny going here with the kids and the flowers and the butterflies. I've got something extra. Basically, I'm done with all the pencil work on this. So I've got something extra that I'm going to be doing on this piece. Hey, Sandy. And then I'm going to be working out of Daydreams by Hannah Carlzon. This is the piece I'm going to be doing. Isn't that pretty? I figured you guys would like this, of course. We'll see what extra, I have some extra special things that I'm going to be doing with it. Not coloring tonight. You hurt your back lifting Kayla's birthday present. Oh, Maggie. Wasn't heavy, just awkward, so I'm watching. Oh, I'm sorry. What's the birthday present? All right. So this is what is on deck. Hope everybody's doing okay. Except Maggie said she's in pain. Maggie, I'm so sorry you hurt yourself. Sandy, hello. Okay, I've got a couple of butterflies here that we need to get done. It's a backdrop for her willow tree and the animals. Okay. So I'm coming in with a vibrant red. And then I'm going to come in with my blue. And then we'll come in with a lighter blue. Hold on a minute. And we'll blend that out to the edges. Isn't that pretty? Hi, Debbie Lynn. Debbie, I have a service that I purchase my images from. And then what I do is I download them and then I customize them. Okay, now I'm going to bring that red in just a little bit. I use a service called Dreams Time. Several other artists use it as well. And I use my computer to customize. Okay, now, because we've got so many things going on, Oh, let me put this up here. Let's go ahead and bring that dark blue again next to the body. They can contact me on Facebook. Okay, and now I'm going to come in this time with a green. Isn't that pretty? Okay. So let me pull out Debbie Lynn, I purchased a license from Dreamstime to use the images. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and work this background. It's Facebook Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Okay, guys, check it out. Debbie, did you get that name? Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Okay. Let me find something. Hold on. Hello, Annie. All right, let me pull my chalks here. Annie, what do you mean, would I like you to post my Facebook page for me? You mean a link to the group? Haven't colored the bunny yet. Oh yeah, sure, go ahead and post my group. Okay. So I've got my baby wipe here because this is going to get a little messy. And I'm going to grab my little sponge tips. And my X-Acto knife. Now, I use these sponge tip applicators. I really like them because they're 3 inches long. I have larger hands. And look how beautifully that comes out. So I've got a nice soft turquoisey blue. Annie, have you done a flip through of the book yet? And look how beautifully now this covers the background. And yes, this works better than cotton balls. That sponge tip pulls the eyeshadow or the chalk or eyeshadow beautifully. Okay, Ron, see you in a little bit. And check out how I'm getting in between the little crevices here. Oop. And we'll make sure that's blended in. Let me pull out. Okay. Now, check out how I'm using. Oh, Annie, you're saving the gnome one for St. Patty, which is now the nursing one. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. I'm curious what the reaction is on the book. All right, check out how I'm scraping. The chalk here onto the paper. All right. And look how beautiful and soft this looks. Because I'm going to do, Sandy, something special with the bunny. And I wanted my background done. Okay. And then I'm going to get some of my chalk here in between. And this is where you can use the tip of your sponge tip applicator. It works beautifully. And I've got one more little segment here in between her legs. Excuse me for reaching across camera. Okay, I need to grab something. Hold on a minute. Vicky, no, come here. Come here. Come on. Okay. Hold on. Okay. So let's make sure we've got a really good blend with this. Use your sponge tip applicator. Okay, does anybody remember, I want to make a, first of all, does anybody remember what we need to do with the picture after I use chalk to clean it up? I did this last time I did a background. Anybody remember? Hi, Belle. Okay, we're going to use a gummy eraser. And I'm just going to use an up and down motion. And I'm going to get any of the eyeshadow that got on my pastel off of the colored pencil areas. Now, we don't have too much of a problem on the outside, not a problem, but on the inside here where we have these little areas of blue, we don't want our pink flowers to be affected. See how that's picking that up? Okay. Now, let me put my chalks away. And then I'm going to add some clouds to the background. Does anybody remember how you do that? Now, if you want to blend in your chalk a little bit more, you can go ahead and use your paper towel. Oh, Belle, you don't need to apologize, and thank you so much for handing out the links. Now, don't forget to get clean areas of your towel because you got your little nubbies here. Okay. Well, thanks again, Belle. All right, so I'm going to put some clouds in the background. Anybody remember how I did the clouds on a previous piece? Let me grab some water here. Give Mamie a gold star. That's exactly what I did. I was giving you guys a hint by going like this. All right. So I'm going to use my gummy eraser. And I'm going to remove that chalk. Hopefully you can see this on camera. The blue is pretty light. Yeah, it does look like taffy. Isn't that beautiful? Now, it's very subtle on here because I've got the light blue. Can you guys see that? And if you need to get a little more white yet, in the center of the cloud, use your stick eraser. And the reason I'm telling you to do this in the center of the cloud is you want your edges to merge in with your blue. Isn't that beautiful? Now, to get a sense of direction, if I'm doing clouds in the background, I like to do a cloud near the object that I'm coloring. So I'm going to do a little bit by the little boy's head. Same thing here. And let's go ahead and put a little gap down here by the mouth of the rabbit. And boy, does that look beautiful. Let me pull out. Oh, no! I forgot to get the animules out. Let me let them out. There we go. Yes, these are called gummy erasers. You can get like a pack of, I don't know, 4 or 6. Okay, let's get this side. And look how beautiful that's making this whole piece turn out. Okay, now I'm going to erase in a cloud around this butterfly. And I'm also going to use my gummy eraser around it. And when you're doing this, be sure you get all the way down to the bottom. Hello, Hojo. All right, let me add a little more white here with my stick eraser. And let me pull this out. All right. The difference between erasers. Well, the gummy eraser is a softer pull on whatever you're trying to erase. In other words, I wouldn't use a gummy eraser on any of this because it wouldn't erase it cleanly. But the gummy eraser gives you a nice soft removal of whatever you are coloring. That's why after I apply eyeshadow, I dab my colored portion because it pulls off anything that got on this hand colored area. Hojo, are you going to be around for a while? And guys, yes, if you would please hit that like button, I would sure appreciate it. Okay, Hojo. The reason that I asked is because I wanted to show you. I'm assuming that you've seen this. I've got one more thing that I'm going to do with this, and then I can call it done. Geomorphia by Kirby Roseanne's. Now, I want you to notice this detail, Hojo, is I put a little rip in the boy's shirt. And a little bit of blood on there. Isn't that cool? All right. And that's the kind of thing, guys, that I want to instill in you when you're doing your coloring, is to work up your detail like that. Okay, let me get a little more lightness on this side. We want to balance this out. Now, another thing that I want you to remember is when you're filling in a background like this, and I've got these clouds, is you want to make sure to erase in a cloud so it looks like it's going off the page. See how I'm doing that? That's going to give you your sense of dimension. Okay. Let me look up something real quick for you. Like I said, Annie, a gummy eraser just pulls off a layer of the color. You use it to lighten, like I did with the pastel. Okay, I pulled these up on Amazon and I did a search under gummy eraser. You can do it under kneaded eraser. Same difference. For example, here you can get an 18 pack for $8. Let's see here. Yeah, here's a 18 pack for $8. And if you're going to pick up gummy erasers, send me a message and I'll be glad to give you an affiliate link. Pick out the one you want and I'll get that for you. Okay, let's get on our bunny. Now, I'm going to do a typical pink bunny. And you'll see why in a little while. So I'm going to pull a light, medium, and dark pink. Okay, Ron, you're back. Cool. Let me get my scratch paper out here. Let's see, there's my light pink. I'll swatch this in a minute. There's my medium. There's my dark. And let me zoom in. Here's my light pink. Here's my medium pink. And there's my darker pink. Check it out. All right, let's start up. Now, inside my ear, oh, you're going to do another picture out of the bunny book tomorrow afternoon? Okay, super. Now, I'm going to use a flesh color inside of the ear. Very good, Ron. And then I'm going to come in with my medium pink. And we'll go ahead and shade this. Check it out. Notice how putting the flesh color first makes this look more realistic, right? A lot of people will go ahead and just color the inside the full flesh color. I'm sorry, the full pink color. But you want to start with that flesh if you want it to look a little more realistic. All right, let's go on this side. Again, I'm going to tint in a little bit of that pink. And we're good to go. Look how cool that looks. Let me pull out. Now, does that not look better than just slapping all the pink in there? And if need be, come back in with your flesh pencil. And blend accordingly. Okay. Now, like I said, I'm going to do a pink as the Easter Bunny. Oh, you're doing the bunny that's eating the big carrot? Oh, that's going to be cute. So I'm going to start with my darkest pink. And then we'll shade near the hand or the paw. And then I'm going to come down to the bottom. And get that area as well. Now remember, when you're putting in your dark color, you've got to blend it up because we're going to have other colors next to it. So don't just streak in your darker colors. And let's go ahead and put a little bit of that dark pink up by the ears. All right. Check it out. Hold on a minute. Okay. Now I'm going to come in with my medium. Notice how I'm using my small strokes on this? And we'll go ahead and get between that eyelash because that looks really cool. Any questions so far? And remember, we're going to be blending all of this together. Let's go back and do our medium up here. Now, because we did our flesh color inside of the ear, we don't lose that definition of it. See what you learn when you come into this group? This is just from a normal set. This happens to be the Color set. It's the Color 520, which is an oil-based. I would recommend the set. I really love it. I'm finding that I'm favoring this set over my Prismacolors. Okay, check now how I'm blending my light pink with my medium. Oh, Belle, your sister loves the bunny book? Oh, that's great. Ron, how many colors are in what? Now, notice how I'm blending this in? It's the 520 set. And look how beautifully now this is blending. And notice now how I am back blending. We talk about this. My light pink over my medium. Why? Because that color creates a cohesive transition. Even with the grayscale. Ron, if you are interested, contact me on Facebook and I can give you the affiliate link for it. Look how beautiful that pink looks. Oh, Belle, you got the 300 set plus the 120 set and the 50. I think the 520 set is about $109. Oh, look how cute this looks. Let me pull out. Now, guys, when you're coloring, don't color just to fill in an area. You color with the idea of blending in mind. In other words, change your mindset a little bit. I'm going to go back with my darker color here a little bit and amp this up. Okay. Now, I'm going to take my darker pink. Guys, what's the definition of a successful blend? And I'm going to add a little bit of shading underneath this eye to give it that dimension. Isn't that cool? The definition of a successful blend, which yes, is accomplished by layers, is when what? One color seamlessly disappears into another. Thank you, Mamie. Perfect. Now, I saved the cheek area. That's right, when one color flows seamlessly into the next. Linda, you've got the 240 set? Okay, now I'm going to come in with a darker pink yet. And I'm going to, yeah, there are a lot of pastels in it, the 520. And it also has, yay, red. Now, again, notice how I'm layering in my colors. And I'm going to let that be quite bright, but no, that's not my Indian red. It's a pink. I'm going to take my light pink and I'm going to smooth out that edge. You want this to look like it's part of the skin and not just a blob of darker color that you put on. Let me pull out. Check it out. All right, let's get the rest of our little bunny here. Hallelujah, amen, amen. Sing it with me. All right. So here's my medium pink. So guys, what are you coloring tonight? Remember guys, put down your colors with the intent of blending them. Oh, you've had that color for set, came in when you had COVID and just sat on your shelf. Linda, are you going to break them open? Okay, there's my medium. Oh, this is ridiculously cute. Here's our medium on the paw. Remember guys, color with the mindset that you're going to blend. Yeah, I'm going to come back with my dark here because I want to emphasize underneath the arm. So I want to put a shadow underneath there. And then we'll come back with a medium. Actually, it's really funny. I was using my color, and then I went to use my Prisma, and my Prisma felt really just soft and mushy. To me, the color is just as vivid as the Prisma is. They feel a little firmer than the Prisma. But the colors are gorgeous. Hi, Kathy. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, I'm coming in with my lightest pink. We're back blending over our medium. We are creating that seamless transition from one color to the next. Oh, you are going to break them open, Linda? I'm so sorry you're still sick. Oh, this is beautiful. Now, the color pencils, guys, are oil-based. That's why you've got to layer them like this. Okay, let's get this hand done. And then I'm going to be moving on to my Kirby Roseannes after I do a couple more tweaks. I keep calling it a hand, it's a paw. Now I'm going to come in with my dark color and reshade that a little bit because I lost some of the impact there. So where that wrist bends, we're going to darken that up just a little bit. Let me pull out. And then where the arm folds over on itself, I'm going to shade that in. We'll blend that with my finger. I call this my tweaking stage. And all right, now I'm back with my light again because I just want to fill in these areas. This is my favorite part of coloring because this is where, for me, everything comes together. check out how I'm kicking up the shading a little bit. And notice I'm using my dark. I'm going to curve this at the back of the head. See how I'm doing that? And make sure that you blend. This transition is not blended, so I'll come back with my light and I'll blend that edge where I added that curve. Whoops. Use a little paper towel. Okay. One last addition to this. So I'm going to come in with a medium gray. And emphasize my eye a little bit. And then I'm going to come in with a black pen. Be sure you've got your hand on your paper towel here. And I'm going to darken my pupil. Hopefully I don't wipe out my little white spots here. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my lines back. On my face. Now, this black will, when it dries, it'll get a little lighter. And if you need to fill in a little bit with your pink around the outside, go ahead, but be careful, keeping in mind that your black is wet. It needs to dry. So I'm not even going to brush over that with my brush. You know how I normally do? Let me pull out. I'm prepared to call this one done. All right, let me put this away. Now, all right, I'm going to come in with some puff paint. This is 3D fabric paint. I've been thinking about doing this. Oh, Stacy, you're right. Sorry, guys. Oops. Thank you for noticing that. Good grief. All right. Now, give me a moment while I spray this. There's a method to my madness. I always use my workable Krylon Fix Stiff 1306. Protects pencil, pastel, and chalk drawings, prevents smudging and wrinkling, allows easy rework, acid-free, archival, safe. All right. Give me a moment while I spray this. And I'm in a well-ventilated area. I have my little micro fan here that I use. Now I'm going to take a second and take a picture of this because I'm going to do a before and after. So I'm going to move my camera out of the way. You'll see my pencils and my desk. Hold on while I adjust my camera. There we go. Now, I'm going to play around with this puff paint. And I know that the majority of you probably do not have this. So this is why I'm doing an interim complete. So now I'm going to play with the bunny rabbit. And right now this is dry enough that I can go ahead and put my paper towel on here. And I'm going to go through and add puff paint to this. And I'm going to do it in little dots. And what this stuff does is that when it dries, it puffs. It's adding a dimensional effect to it. Now, this may not be your cup of tea. I understand that. But it's my responsibility to show you stuff like this. Yes, liquid pearl is the same. Well, it's the puff paint's going to be a little puffier, but yes, liquid pearl is similar. Puff paint is fabric paint. Now, I'm going to come in with a little bit of a darker pink. It's actually a red. And I'm going to put it in between my pink. And I'm doing this on the shadow part. Now, I want you to notice that I'm not putting on a solid cover of this. I'm letting the pink of the original pink show through. And again, where I have my darkest shade, I'm going to add a little bit of this red, or darker pink actually. The color says red. All right, hold on. Okay, then I'm going to come back up to the top here. Let's see. I'm going to put a little more of this red on the outside. And then I'm going to come in with a lighter pink yet of my puff paint. And finish up the rest of this pink. And notice that I'm avoiding the whiskers. This stuff lets you be pretty accurate. Now, on the nose, I'm going to go back with my red, or what I'm using is the darker pink. And we'll pop in that nose. Isn't that cute? Okay, back with my pink. Let me double check something here. Now, this puff paint that I bought is probably a good 1.5 years old. And it still works beautifully. I'm not going to brush it. I'm going to let it sit. So that's the pattern I'm creating on my bunny. And Ron, I wouldn't brush it at all. If I were planning on doing this, the solid puff paint, I wouldn't brush it. I would just put it on as a solid color. Okay, now I'm going to come back in with my darker pink. And I'm just going to go along that line. Check it out. Now, up to you if you want to leave that purple blush flat without any puff paint on it. Let me curl that back a little bit. There you go. What do you think? Do you like it or not your cup of tea? I'm just filling this in a little more. Around the whiskers. Yeah, I can zoom in, sure. And if you need to adjust your paint a little bit, you can push it around a little bit with a toothpick. And the big thing that I want you to notice is notice how I shaded with it. I'm actually going to come back here with my dark pink. Oh yeah, I've done this before. I'm going to do a little shading on that ear. How do I feel? I feel great, actually. Now, obviously that's got to dry. But I'm going to call this piece done. Oh, I see that you buy stuff that I teach. Okay, yeah. Oh, I love my puff paint. Let me put it to you this way, Annie, I would never show something on one of my broadcasts that I haven't used. Okay, guys, I am calling this one done, except for that to dry. Now, since I put this puff paint on last, I'd already sprayed my surface. And the reason that I did that is because I wanted my puff paint to sit up on the paper. Not that I was really concerned that it would super absorb in. There, I just noticed a spot I wanted to fill in a little more. Yeah, it is exactly. It is like a 3D effect. Let's see if I can turn this sideways. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, there you go. See it? Check it out how the light hits that. Looks like the rabbit's got measles. Okay, calling this one done. And what I'll do is I'll put up a side-by-side comparison since I took a picture of this. Before I added it. Anyway, to finish my thought. Oh, you do it with cards but not with coloring. There you go. Let me look for something real quick. This actually made me think of something else. I think you're going to like this. Hold on, I just spilled something. Or I should say dropped. Give me a minute. Here, you can look at that while I pick this up. Okay. Hold on. Okay. I have a little gingham bow that I'm going to put on my bunny. I'm going to get a toothpick. I have a bunch of cloth bows. I've actually got some that are like red and blue. But I thought the gingham would look really cute. Got a little pink on the bow. I'm not going to worry about it. Actually, let me fix that with another bow. As you get to know me, you'll know that I don't like the concept of good enough. So I didn't like the pink that got on that bow. So I'm replacing it. So there's the gingham. And what that effect now is doing is it's making it look like a little stuffed toy rabbit. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what I wanted you to see. See, there's a method to my madness. Now, I also have these little button butterflies. And I'm going to put one in the upper left. And one down here in the lower right. Good night, Ron. So guys, that's the whole effect that I wanted to show you with the puff paint. And the bow, that it makes it look like a stuffed animal. Is that not cute? Any questions? And I'm going to hide this ladybug in with the flowers. Now, you know that I always tell you, even though this stuff has adhesive on it, always use your glue. So let me splotch a little glue on there. And we're done. There you go. Calling this one done. Do you like the rabbit better now that I made it look like a stuffed toy? Okay. I'm going to set that off to the side to dry. And guys, this is where you're getting hung up on your coloring, is that you're afraid to add something because you think it's going to look funny. But once you get the thing done, it looks really good. Okay. White puff paint. Our Kirby Roseanne's picture. Now, I went through, I sprayed this. And you can do this piece one of two ways. You can either add white acrylic paint, or, because again, I'm sure that a number of you don't have this puff paint. And by the way, if you want the affiliate link to this, I'll make sure that's available in the group. And Annie, I hope you start using your decorations more, a little more that you put on your cards, use it on your coloring. All right. Let me make sure my puff paint is open. Now, again, I bought this stuff. It was either a year or two ago. And it stores beautifully. All right. White puff paint. I'm going to start highlighting some of my splashes. Now, I want to point out on this that I'm just doing the splashes and not the white on the waves. I just saw a little shell. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Okay. Guys, let me color this shell. You guys missed it, my spotters. I'm going to use a little bit of pink and a little bit of green. And a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And then I'm going to come in with my darkest pink. and we'll shade that. So Annie, basically what you're using on cards, you can use on your coloring. But as I tell people, don't get stupid with it. You can go too far with add-ons. Okay. Now, we've got a bunch of little dots, which is the spray. And boy, is this going to look good. Yeah, you used to put the little diamond painting drills on your coloring when you colored with Belle. There you go. Now, where this is going to look really cool is on the waves themselves. Excuse me. Now, check out, and I'll pull in a minute. How these dimensional dots look on here. Now the trick is, when you're doing this, if you're right-handed, you want to work from left to right, because you don't want to get your hands in this stuff and smear it. Leave no shell behind. All right, now we've got this pair of glasses in here. I'm going to take my black pen and go over the top with it. And that's because from all the coloring and all the blue, it got washed out a little bit. There we go. And it really doesn't take that long to do this. But I'll tell you what, it looks really cool. Now, the reason that I sprayed this stuff first with the Krylon is knowing that I was going to be putting on this white puff paint, I didn't want the colors, the blue, to come up into the paint. So that's why I created this barrier. All right, now let's see if I can work this from, so I'm working from the top down and from left to right. And don't be stingy with your paint because it looks really cool. Okay. So what do you guys think of this? Let's see. And for anybody that's new, if you don't like something, just say, not my cup of tea. I don't know, is Hojo still here? Hojo, are you still here? Oh, this is looking really cool. Okay, I'm working vertically. And of course, you're free to add additional dots if you would like. How cool is this? Now, every once in a while, you'll hear banging. Yeah, if you're left-handed, work right to left. I'm just tapping my little dispenser thingy here. All right. I'll tell you what, this is turning out really cool. Can you guys see the effect on camera? got a bubble there. Kathy, you can see the effect? Okay, good. Okay. I think I got most of them. Now, as I always tell you, when you're adding something like this, don't get stupid with your add-ons. You know the saying, less is more. Let's see. I am pretty happy with this. Guys, what do you think? Not your cup of tea, or do you like it? I would appreciate your feedback. All right, I'm just bending my page back a little bit. There you go. Like I said, I will make it a point. Whoop, found a couple more. I'll post the affiliate link in the group, so if you decide to get this, you can pick some up for yourself. Okay. Calling this one done. Questions? Again, it doesn't bother me in the least if you don't like it, but like I said, if you don't like it, just say not my cup of tea. I think it looks pretty cool. All right, let's move on to our next project. Meanwhile, our bunny is still drying. So we have a fabric looking bunny with a cute little bow. I'm very happy with this. All right. Next project. How many of you have this book, Daydreams by Hannah Carlzon? This is the image that I'm going to be doing. Dorothy, yay! Have you done this picture? Please tell me you haven't done it. I hope I've given you some ideas tonight, guys. Okay. Let me set the book aside. I did post in the group that I'm going to be doing this book. And I'm going to start up on my starfish. I'm sorry, Belle, is it don't? Linda, you do not have it? Dorothy, you've got the book, but you haven't done this picture. Cool. If you're feeling up to it, you could color it with me. So there's a lighter pink. Here's the darker pink on the little doodads. Oh, Dorothy, that would be great. So I'm going to take my lighter pink and go around the outside here. And then I'm going to come in with a little bit of orange. Very, very lightly. And then I'm going to come back with this pink. Kathy, you've got the book, but you're still working on Johanna Bosford and Kirby Roseanne's. All right. And then I'm going to come back with my pink again And if you notice now, we've got a salmon color. Orange and pink make a neat salmon color. Isn't that cool? And then I'm going to pop right over to the shell next to it. I'm going to start with the green. And then a pink. And an orange. And we'll back blend these colors. And notice you can back blend your orange into your pink very lightly, and you get that salmon color. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to go back and highlight with my pink. And then I'm going to come in with a darker pink. And delineate my lines of my shell. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, Maggie, you almost bought the PDF version but need to save for your upcoming trip. Maggie, when's the trip? Isn't that beautiful? And then I'm going to come back with my green a little bit here. Oh, Brittany, sorry to hear that. Oh, you're going the 11th. Jay and Kayla are taking all of us on a 3-day adventure. Okay, now I'm going to take my light green and I'm going to carry that up into my swishy plants here. Belle, you're going to a party with your sister in March. All right, hang with me. I know it's the witching hour. You know, this makes me think of Gilligan's Island, and it was a 3-hour tour. Maggie, where are you guys going? Do you know? Max, by the way, is Kathy's cat. Hang with me. Now, one of the things on Hannah's books is She likes to do the heavier lines. That's just her style. So we're going to need to adjust. Oh, Waco to the zoo and several other places. Fun. Okay, almost done. Hang with me. All right, and let me pop in these few greens on the bottom. And you'll start to see how this little puppy's going to look. Now, that reminds me, we're going to have a new duet tomorrow. Okay, let me pull out. Let me just double check something here. All right. Check it out. Isn't that beautiful? Not too shabby. All right, this is the Hannah Carlzone book, Daydreams. The other piece that I worked on for you tonight and finished is the Kirby Roseanne's Geomorphia. Use the puff paint to emphasize the splatter or the spray of the waves. And then showed you how to color a bunny so that it looks like a plush toy. It's funny because Belle had mentioned about putting puff paint on this, and I was already planning on doing that. And again, guys, don't give up on a piece until you see everything that's going on it. I know you guys were having problems, you know, with a bunny, but then when I added the bow, that's where you started to see the effect. Okay, guys, I'm calling it a night. We got a lot done. Guys, please give me a thumbs up if you liked what I did. Please share this broadcast. Tell your friends. I will see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. Hope you had fun. Hope you learned something. Dorothy, that'll be wonderful if you're up to coloring with me. Oh, by the way, let me show you something real quick. Don't go away yet. This puff paint, I got it on an area on the inside of the ear where I don't want it. All you have to do is take your X-Acto knife and just scrape it off. So if you have an oopsie with your paint, it comes off. All right, guys, take care. Love ya. Love on each other. That's what we're known for. I'll see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. I'm going to take care of this pink off camera. Well, actually, I'm going to do it now. And then I'll go back with my blue pencil and fix that. Guys, I hope you had a good time. I sure did. This evening really flew. All right. Till tomorrow night then. Have a great rest of the evening. And we will continue to play. I hope you learned something. Bye.